Okay, interview with Graeme Tomlinson after Bevertown 0, Nuneaton Borough 2. Graeme, we'll come on to tonight's game in a second, but we weren't able to talk after the Alvechurch away defeat. Very disappointing, obviously, to miss the penalty and not take the chances in the first half, and fundamentally 2 errors cost us in that game, didn't they?
It's the story of our season, is it? I thought we were excellent after the first 10 minutes last week, because they're a good passing side. They moved the ball really well. They're playing some really good triangles. They're well drilled. They're maybe full time anyway. But I thought we solved the problem, which you have in football. You have problems in the game, you've got to solve. And I thought we were excellent. We were very sharp up top. We got the penalty. Conor Slips missed the penalty. We still kept on going second half. A couple of mistakes, I think, second half, and then again we lose the game. The game again, I didn't think we deserved to. At the moment we're in games, we're not scoring, which is really strange because we look dangerous, and we've been scoring generally all season to the last 6 games. But I don't actually think that's the main issue. It's these mistakes that we keep making week in, week out. It's not to do with shape. It's not to do with. It's just to do with absolute unbelievable basic errors. And that's what it is. It's not someone just beating you, crossing the ball. It's not those kind of errors. Maybe you could work or something like that. So yeah, it's. But apart from that, yeah, no, it was. I thought we were unlucky against Alvechurch. We were decent.
And then repeat the question for tonight, because it's exactly the same situation. Played well for long periods of the game, but no kind of end product, and then the mistakes down the other end cost us.
I mean, to be fair to them, I've said this to you all season. When people ask me about the best teams we played, I thought when we played them up there, they were very good. We should have got a point out of it again. Goals disallowed, etc. But they were good, and I looked at them. I thought they've got good power, good age, they coached well. They're a good side, and they defend really well, and they're good on the counter attack. I thought we matched them. I thought we were really good tonight. I thought we played some excellent football. We played. It was good. It was some really good stuff. We got some good opportunities around the box. Final ball possibly. But I thought they were defensively very good. And then mistakes again cost us goals. Obviously, the second one is I think we've probably got a top 10 this season of comedy goals. And that's another one that goes in there. So it's so disappointing for everyone, the lads, and how we played, the effort we put in. If we were getting rolled over every single week, maybe you could say okay. But when we have these basic errors that are costing us, and we were in the game second half again after half time, and then that stupid mistake again, and it cost us, and then it just deflates us. We kept on going. Again, the fans were fantastic, and I think we spoke outside about it. They've been really good.
Obviously, 6 games without a goal and 14 games without a win. Now, the statistics are horrendous. There's no covering that up. However, as you've just said, it's not that we're being turned over. We haven't had a Tamworth 8-1 or something like that. And it's more frustrating that it looks obviously as though relegation is coming, but we're not in a position whereby, as we say, since Christmas we've had an 8-1 or something like that. It's just been those Colville away, 2 mistakes. Alvechurch away, 2 mistakes. Tonight, 2 mistakes. Rushall at home, 2 mistakes. It's not all that hits on the break for the second goal. Yeah. It's just the same story over and over again, where we're not being ripped apart but still losing games and not picking up points.
It's hard to quantify sometimes because you can't. You're trying to keep the lads going, and the lads have been excellent in the training, and when we talk about the games and our analysis, etc. But again, when someone's the other ball runs onto their foot or something happens, or it just becomes ridiculous. I mean, you can't coach that if you know what I mean. It's very frustrating. But again, what do? I've said this before. We don't give up. We keep going. You never know in football. I think when we looked at this around Christmas time, and we looked at the games that were coming up, there were certain games that we thought we would look at and try and win, and ones we were thinking, okay, we're always going to try and win, but it'll be a tough ask. And we haven't accumulated enough points for these last 5 games, which are all around our level, but our position in the league. So, yeah, we've got 5 games to go. Let's see what we can do out of these games. If we keep the level of performances, in my opinion, especially in the last couple of games where I think we looked more of a threat, then you never know.
And of course, even if relegation was confirmed, still important to finish the season on a high.
Yeah.
Still important to finish with as many points as possible and take things from there and give everyone that end of season feel that going into the summer things will be different next year.
Yeah, you have to keep going. People are playing for potential contracts. Fans need to see that the players are out there. Players have got to keep going to the very end. They still get paid to be here. So yeah, it's very tough to take. It's tough for everyone in this position, but it's a learning curve, I think, for everyone as well. When hopefully, if the inevitable does happen, well then hopefully then we bounce back. That we're going to be in a position that we understand the league more. But yeah, we've still got 5 games to go. I say 15 points to play for. Yes, it's a very, very tough ask. Let's be frank about it. But as I say, football's a funny old game.
And how are you and Callum coping with it? You know, because you're good football men and you're Bedford men. You know, so it must hurt you to be in the position we're in as well.
Yeah, of course it's very hard. Any of us could have thrown the towel in. You know, we do it out for love for the football club, and I think I've got a good knowledge of football and how to try and play football. But again, at the moment in time, we just haven't been lucky enough with the results. So everyone's got to be accountable from where we are, including myself and Callum, and all the players and everything else as well. But we just got to keep going, and we'll learn from it, and hopefully we'll bigger, better and stronger in the future.
And as you said, the positives are that there are glimmers of the fact of the team can play and the team could score, the team can create chances.
If we weren't, I'd be worried.
Yeah, but it's just not where it's happening. But you have to take those positives and keep reinforcing those into the lads, don't you?
You have to, because if you keep doing the right things, the tide turns. It's when you're doing the wrong things going forward, especially. But I thought defensively, I thought our back four were excellent, to be honest. I said to me before the game, individually look at your own performance. If you're generally better than that person, especially 8 or 9 players, you tend to win the game. And I thought we were good all round. Again, just a couple of mistakes, especially the second one, it just kills you. It can deflate the lads, but the lads are going to keep going. We spoke about just after there. No point ranting and raving after the game. It's not going to get us anywhere now. So, game Friday, game Monday. Let's see what we can do to try and get, just to bring a little bit of joy back on our faces and obviously the fans' faces.
That was going to be my next question, because they were superb tonight, weren't they? I mean, that group of however many there were, they were chanting away, and Vamps just said to us outside about, you know, you can come along when we're winning, you can come along and chant when you're winning a league, but now is the time where the lads need to be seen, that the lads are behind, the lads and ladies behind the goal are behind those Eagles, isn't it?
Absolutely, and you know, a lot of these fans have been here for a long, long time, supporting the football club, and players come and go. Some players care, some players don't, and I think that fans can see players that really care about the football club. People do a lot for it around the football club. A lot of people don't get paid to do what they do. So yeah, it's really important that we keep going to the very end. And yeah, they were absolutely excellent, and we just wanted to give them something to more to cheer about, which hopefully we might want to do over the next 5 games.
And as you said, an Easter weekend coming up. Good Friday football, a bit of an experiment by the club to see whether we can get a good gate in on Friday and a good game against Redditch, followed up by the trip to Rushden and Diamonds, which obviously could, you know, hopefully prove to be a positive weekend with regard to results.
Well, that's what you hope for. They'll be thinking the same thing, let's be honest about it. But again, that's where we are. I mean, the teams that will be in that same kind of banding effectively is what we are. Because we're not at the moment in the levels of Nuneaton, and we're not. But were we as good as them tonight? Probably yet. Apart from obviously the 2 goals. But football-wise, because they're well drilled. I thought we were excellent. Our shape was good. We attacked well. Yeah, it's just these really, really fine margins, which I think you get more so at this level, and again you get higher again, etc., etc. And that's when the better players go to high levels, because the fine margins, either scoring, stopping a goal, etc., whatever it is.
We remain positive, and we go again with Good Friday football. Remember, we're playing on Friday this week, 3 o'clock against Redditch United. You can get your tickets now at bedfordeagles.net.